Very good morning, students. And I, Chickmat Madam, welcome you all to this accountancy class once again. And here I will continue today with the non-profit organization theory part. Right? So, previously we have discussed meaning, features, and very important thing, that is the capital items and revenue items. Okay. Apart from this, there are some many, that is new terms which you need to understand, especially for this particular topic. So today I am going to discuss those new terms, new items which will come in this particular topic one by one, right? So meaning of some important items. The first item what I am going to discuss is capital fund. Capital fund. Yes, in trading concern we use word capital, and here instead of capital we use word capital fund in case of non-trading concerns, NPOs, non-profit organizations. Capital fund, but here the capital fund is the total amount, total capital receipt. It is nothing but it is total capital receipts. Then what are the capital receipts? I explained it in the previous class, previous video. So what are the capital receipts? Receipts which are non-recurring in nature, which are received only once, right? So example like life membership fees. I hope you remember those all capital receipts. Okay. Then special donation, then legacies, okay, so many, etc. Okay, so all together, so we call it as a capital fund. It is a total of all the capital receipts is called as a capital fund. It is not like in case of trading concern, capital is the amount invested by the owner. It is a investment for the business, but here it is not a business, right? So that's why we cannot use the word capital, right? So capital is different from the capital fund, right? So capital fund is used for non-profit organization and capital is used for profit organization. Yes, and this capital fund, it is a total of capital receipts, like these all. It is total of capital receipt, and capital is the amount invested by the owner for doing trading activities. Yes, and this capital fund doesn't belong to the members, owners. Here we don't find any owners, we call them as a members, subscribers we call them. Okay, so this capital fund is not related to them. It is only, that is the amount received by the capital, amount received in the form of capital receipt. So that is capital fund. But in case of trading concern, capital represents, it belongs to the owners, right? Shares, right? Then in case of partnership, it is a partner's capital. So that is generally it is belongs to the owners, members of the company or business. But here the capital fund is not related to members, right? And this capital fund cannot be withdrawn any time by the members because it is not related to them. But in case of capital, some part of capital can be withdrawn for some purposes. Yes, the capital sometimes it will be withdrawn by the owners, but here the capital fund cannot be owner. So that is the difference between capital and capital fund. Is it clear? And this capital fund is used for non-profit organizations, right? So the first item, it will appear in the balance sheet of the non-profit organization, remember, on the liability side. And what is this capital fund? So all these items we are going to add in the inner column and show it to the outer column, what all are given in the problem, right? So this is a new term which you have to understand concerned to this non-profit organization. Is it clear? Okay, that is the first item. Okay, let us take the second one, legacies. So what is legacies? Already also once I told it. It is the money, the property received as a gift by the deceased partner according to his will. Right? It is amount or property, okay, or gift received as per the will of a person after his death. Okay, in his will, if he writes part of his property or entire his property towards any non-profit organization, then that amount, that property will become as a, is called as a legacy, right? And this legacy is a part of capital fund. Yes, it is a capital receipt and it is shown on the balance sheet liability side. So there is no any other treatment for that. It is directly added to the capital fund whenever we receive it, because it is non-recurring in nature. It can be received only once, right? So that is called as a legacy, right? These are the gifts, donations received by non-profit organization as per the will of a deceased person. So this is what the meaning of legacy. Is it clear? It is a special donation. And third one is endowment fund. Endowment fund. Yes, this is also money or property received that is by a donor. Money or property that is given as a gift by a donor, and which is a permanent source of, source of income or support to the organization. Like that is donating one big lump sum amount, and that is whatever the interest is received by that amount will be given, it will be taken as a source of the income for the non-profit organizations. Yes, endowment fund is a permanent source. Legacy is received after death of a person, that is legacy. Okay, ಮರಣ ಶಾಸನದ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಬಂದಿರೋದು ಇದು ಹಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ವೆನ್ he is alive, he may donate big amount. Okay, he may that is give big property towards the non-profit organization. That is called as an endowment fund. Both are same, but here it is given after death, and it is when he is alive, that time it is given. And same, it is also capital receipt, because it is a big amount generally, and it is a capital receipt, and it is shown on the balance sheet liability side, right? That is means when endowment fund is given, we are going to add to the capital fund along with these legacies. Capital fund, if it is beginning it is given, then that is taken, then plus legacies plus endowment to find out this year total capital fund. Is it clear? Endowment fund is a gift or a donation received by non-profit organization, and which give a permanent source of income to that organization, that institution. It is a capital receipt, right? Okay, then come to the fourth one. Then what is fourth one? Honorarium, Gauravadana, honorarium. Yes, so what is honorarium? It is a payment made to a person who has rendered some services to the non-profit organization. Yes, honorarium is a payment made by the non-profit organization. It is a revenue expenses. It is revenue expenses, and which we show it on the debit side of income and expenditure account. Debit side of income and expenditure account. Right? It is a honorarium. ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಗೌರವಧನ ಅಂತೀವಿ. Right? Honorarium is a payment made to a person who has given service, some guest lecture, okay, some additional services. Whenever a person gives for non-profit organization, and non-profit organization need to pay them remuneration, kind of remuneration. It is not salary. Salary is paid monthly. Here this person is not receiving every month. Whenever the services are required, only that time these persons will be called, and for that services some amount will be given, and that amount we call it as a honorarium. And honorarium where we are showing in the income and expenditure account debit side. It is a revenue expenses. That's why you have to understand the difference between capital items and revenue items. Capital items will be appearing in the balance sheet, and revenue items will be appearing in the receipt and payment account. Right? Okay. Next, fifth, entrance fees. Entrance fees means admission fees. Okay. So in case of museum, art gallery and all, so they collect entrance fees for the visitors. So this is recurring in nature. It is regularly received. So that's why it is what? Revenue receipt. Revenue receipt. So entrance fees are the admission, that is fees which is received by the members, that is visitors, right? And generally it is received regularly, and that's why it is called as a revenue receipt. And in case sometimes some specific instruction, they will give some specific instruction. In case of some specific instruction, they may say this to treat it as a capital receipt. They may say to treat it as a capital receipt. Okay, that is according to the specific instruction which will be given in the problem. So treat entrance fees as a capital receipt. Consider 50% of entrance fees as a capital receipt. So that time we are going to take, if it is entirely given to treat as a capital receipt, then complete entrance fees are taken to the balance sheet and capital add to the capital fund. Or in case if it is nothing is given, if no information is given, then it is treated as a revenue receipt. And in case of revenue receipt, where we are showing it, credit side of income and expenditure account. Clear? If it is treated as a capital receipt, then balance sheet liability side. Right? Followed? Entrance fees are the admission fees which are received by the non-profit organization from the members or the visitors. Okay, so which is actually generally it is a revenue receipt, but in case of some specific instruction, it can be treated as a capital receipt. It can be treated as a capital receipt. So whenever it need to be treated as a capital receipt, then we have to add to the capital fund. And no information is given regarding the entrance fees, means we have to treat it as a revenue receipt. Got this? Entrance fees. Okay. So next comes special fund. Vishesha Dhana. right? So what is the special fund? The fund received for a specific purpose. ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಪರ್ಪಸ್, ಅದೇ ಪರ್ಪಸ್ಗೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಫಂಡನ್ನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ದ ಫಂಡ್ ರಿಸೀವ್ಡ್ ಫಾರ್ ಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ವಿಮ್ಮಿಂಗ್ ಪೂಲ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸ್ವಿಮ್ಮಿಂಗ್ ಪೂಲ್ ಆರ್ ಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಷನ್ ಫಾರ್ library. It means this fund is used for only that specific reason, not for any other reason. So such funds are called as special fund. Then how to treat? What treatment we should give? So this is a specific fund, means it is a capital receipt. It is a capital receipt and it is shown on the liability side of balance sheet. And one more thing you should remember. So whenever any expenses are given related to this, for example, we have received for construction of swimming pool around 20 lakh rupees. 20 lakh. So this 20 lakh we have to show on the liability side of the balance sheet. And out of that 20 lakh for construction, for till today, for construction is going on, and till today for construction we have spent 15 lakh. Then this 15 lakh we should deduct from this 20 lakh, and 5 lakh we have to show in the balance sheet itself, even though it is a revenue expenses. Okay, the amount spent related to special fund need to be deducted in the balance sheet itself, liability side, and the remaining is kept as a remaining fund, right? So generally it will be for that is a prize fund, then for ground construction, Zimkan construction, swimming pool, particular building, library. For construction of these buildings, these funds will be received either by the government or by some organizations, and we have to show them separately. And special fund we are showing in the balance sheet, and the amount related to that, whatever amount we have spent for that purpose is deducted there itself. So once we start doing problem, you will come to know that how this treatment is done, right? So these are called as a special fund. Okay, I hope this is clear for you. Then comes seventh one, donations. What do you mean by donation? Donation, amount received from some donors. Okay, and these donations are two types: special donation and general donation. Special donation is just like a specific fund, but fund is different, donation is different. Okay, and this special donation will be donated by a person for a specific purpose. When it is donated for specific purpose, then it is a capital receipt. Yes, and what is a capital receipt treatment? Balance sheet, liability side. And in case, only certain cases, exception, in case if the special fund is if it is small amount, then it can be treated as a revenue receipt. These will be exceptional cases, some cases it is. This is clear? Donations are two types: special donation, general donation. If the word special donation is given, means we have to take it as a capital receipt and show it on the liability side of the balance sheet. And in case if the special donation given itself is a small amount, because of its amount we can also treat it as a revenue receipt. So which will be given in the problem. Okay, what to treat, whether it is a specific donation and small amount or big amount, right? And similarly, second one is general donation, and these are the donation which are given by the donors for some general reason, any reason. Okay, and here also there is if nothing is given, general donation is a revenue receipt. If nothing is given, general donation is a revenue receipt. And in case if the general donation is a big amount, if the general donation is a big amount, then it can be treated as a capital receipt. Right? So when we treat it as a capital receipt, then we show it in the balance sheet. And when we treat it as a revenue receipt, then where we show it? We show it in the credit side of income and expenditure account. Got this? So revenue receipts, generally general donations. If they are small in amount, then revenue receipt. If they are big in amount, capital receipt. Right? So when they are revenue receipt, we are showing it in the income and expenditure account. And when they are capital receipt, then we are showing them in the balance sheet. And they will clearly give whether it is big amount or small amount, that you can come to know, and whether to treat it as a revenue receipt or capital receipt. For your purpose, study purpose, and for solution purpose, they clearly give it. Treat donation, general donation, as a capital receipt, or treat general, if nothing is given, then it is a revenue receipt only. ಸ್ಪೆಸಿಫಿಕ್ ಆಗಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾಗ ಮಾತ್ರ ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನು ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ರಿಸಿಪ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಟ್ರೀಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಏನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನು ಏನು ತಿಳ್ಕೊಬೇಕು? ರೆವೆನ್ಯೂ ರಿಸಿಪ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಬೇಕು. ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನು ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಂಡಿಚರ್ ಅಕೌಂಟಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೀಬೇಕು. ಗಾಟ್ ದಿಸ್? ರೈಟ್? ಹೋಪ್ ಯು ಫಾಲೋವಿಂಗ್ ದೀಸ್ terms clearly. All the terms, see, these are the terms we discussed: capital fund, legacies, endowment fund, honorarium, entrance fees, special fund, and donation. And next one is life membership fees. This already once I have explained you. Life membership fees, right? Then what about life membership fees? It is a membership fees received for lifetime membership. Amount received from the members for lifetime membership is called as a life membership fees, and which is a capital receipt, because it is received only once in their lifetime members. Once they pay means they become the lifetime member and no need to pay regularly, right? And so these amount we are going to, that is, add to the capital fund on the liability side of the balance sheet. Life membership fees are always capitalized. They are part of capital fund, right? And this we are going to directly take on the liability side of the balance sheet whenever it is given in the problem, right? So 8th meaning, life membership fees. Got this? Right? Okay, hope it is you followed it. And next one is subscriptions. Chandahana. Subscription. It is the amount received by the members for the continuation of membership. Okay? Amount received by members to continue their membership. It is regularly received. It is received regularly, repeatedly. So whenever it is received regularly, then what we treat it as? Revenue receipt. We treat it as a revenue receipt. And when revenue receipt means, where to write? On the credit side of income and expenditure account. Okay? Subscriptions are the amounts received. Amount received by the members to continue their membership in the non-profit organization, and which is generally received every year or month, whatever they have decided to continue as the to make them as a continue members, right? So these are what, that is subscriptions, and important term which we are using in the income and expenditure account. So this is very important because it will be having lot of adjustments, some outstanding subscriptions, subscription received in advance, so many adjustments are related to this subscription, and we are going to show it in the problem. Okay, so you have to understand it clearly, right? Then grants, government grants. ಗ್ರ್ಯಾಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಏಡ್ಸ್, ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಸಹಾಯಧನ, ಸರ್ಕಾರದಿಂದ ಬರುವಂಥ ಸಹಾಯಧನ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಗ್ರ್ಯಾಂಟ್ಸ್ generally they will be recurring in nature. Recurring in nature, the amount received from the government for particular purpose will be special grant. That is, you can take here special grants, special government grants. Special government grants will be non-recurring in nature. Non-recurring. Okay, and recurring in nature idre revenue receipt. Then non-recurring in nature idre capital receipt. And if it is a revenue receipt, income and expenditure account. If it is a capital receipt, then we are going to show it in the balance sheet. If it is a special grant received for specific purpose, if the government has given some grant for specific purpose, then it means we have to use that amount for only that reason, not for any other reason. That is special grant, right? And government grant, general government grants will be recurring in nature. Every, for example, salary, the staff salary is the government grant. It is received every month. Okay, and some grants which generally annual grants which government will be giving or providing to this non-profit organization, which will be received every year. That time they are recurring in nature, and that time we are going to treat them as a revenue receipt, right? And these are the special government grants which we are going to, that is used for specific reason, and we are going to treat it as a capital receipt whenever it is received for specific purpose, right? So these are the things what I wanted to clear to you people before starting the problem. Okay, once we start the problem, we directly start using subscription, grants, special donation, endowment fund. So that time you will get confused. So that's why you have to understand these terms clearly, and generally these will be asked for 2 marks question, meanings. And I will send all these PDF later, the meanings of all these terms I will send from the beginning, the meaning of non-profit organization, its features, whatever I discussed so far. So I will send separate PDF for that, and you can write it neatly. So in the next class I will send that detailed notes till today, whatever I have covered, and you prepare for that. Okay, and write it neatly in the book. So once you write that and start the problem, then you can easily understand solution of the problem. Otherwise it becomes difficult, and little bit this topic is confusing. That's why you have, from the beginning only, you should understand clearly. If there is any confusion, you can call and ask me and get your doubts clear, but understanding is very, very important, right? So see once again these all the terms. So detail fair copy I will give you. Okay, I'll send and you copy that later. right? So with this today I conclude the class, and in the next class I will start with the final accounts of non-profit organization, final accounts of non-profit organization, and the formats, then the solution I will give and in detail, and in another 1 or 2 classes I start with 12 marks, right? Okay, so here I will end the class, and till my class, take care and clearly listen video, clearly try to follow the video. That is my last request to you, right? Thank you.